to another episode of Muscle Meals with Steve. Today we're really heading over to Spain to make Spanish Daube. Not sure if I'm saying that correctly, it might be Daube, but I call it Daube, and it's a great dish made with basically a roast beef. So let's get in the kitchen and start cooking. Well, I'm in the kitchen, but you know what I mean. Okay, I have a 3-pound bottom roast which I trimmed, and we're going to saute it in our pot. I have a 3-pound bottom roast which I trimmed, and we're going to brown it on all 4 sides in our pot. So we brown the meat on all 4 sides, and now we're going to add 2 cups of thinly, vertically sliced onions to the pot. And we're going to cook those for 45 minutes and let them work their way down. And this is what the onions, garlic, and peppers look like sauteing in the pan. Okay, the peppers and the garlic and the onions are cooking, and now we're going to add 5 ingredients. A half a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of thyme, a half a teaspoon of paprika, a half a teaspoon of fennel seed, and about a quarter of a teaspoon of saffron seeds. And we're going to cook that for 1 minute. Okay, that's been cooking, and now we're going to add 1 cup of dry sherry, and we're going to add a quarter of a teaspoon of hot pepper sauce. I'm just pouring it in, I'm not measuring it. And we're going to let this cook. Oh, black pepper. We need to add some black pepper. About a half a teaspoon of fresh cracked pepper. And we're going to cook this for about 4 minutes, scraping the bottom, making sure we get all the brown bits off of the bottom of the pan. And as soon as that's done after 4 minutes, I'll come back and give you the next step. So now I'm adding 2 cups of beef broth to the pot. And then I'm going to return the meat, bring it up to a boil, and then we're going to braise it basically for 2 hours. So I won't be around for a while, but as soon as 2 hours is gone, I'll be back. I'll give you a quick shot of the beef in the pot, and you can see it's just starting to simmer. So I'm going to put the cover on and cook it for 2 hours. Now I'm using one of these La Croquette pots, and La Croquette, and it's got these beads on it, so it really seals in all the food. To give you a quick shot, this has been after approximately 1 hour in the pot. Now we're going to finish up the Spanish Daube. I took the beef out of the pot after 2 hours. I'm going to slice it, and then to the pot I added a tablespoon of sherry vinegar. If you don't have sherry vinegar, you can use red wine vinegar. And I'm going to add 1.5 cups of peas and a tablespoon of cornstarch mixed in a slurry with water, and a quarter of a cup of fresh parsley. And we're going to bring that up to a boil and just cook it for about 5 minutes so that the cornstarch thickens. And then we'll slice the beef and add it back into the pot. And here is the gravy with the peas, the parsley, the cornstarch, the vinegar. And it's going to slowly bubble, and we'll get the sauce to thicken. So my pot of sauce that's been thickened with a little bit of cornstarch and water is really thickening up. I'm going to add the sliced beef. I've sliced the slices of roast into thin strips. I'm going to add that back in. I'll show you what it looks like, and then we'll plate the dish to eat. I'm going to be serving it with white rice tonight. And there you can see the beef in the pot, and the sauce is getting thicker, and it'll be ready in about 2 or 3 minutes. And here's the finished product. Hope you enjoy it. It really is delicious.